Alright, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. How y'all on a Friday evening? And if you excuse me just a second, I got one more contact to put in. I went and had my yearly eye appointment today. So I had to take my contacts out for my eye exam and ordered some new ones and get me another set put back in for tonight. And then we'll be ready to go. How I do? Huh? Oh, I can see. So I guess that's good. So yeah, Friday night. It's been a long week. Most of them are these days. That's okay. That's what we do, right? A lot of people do that. Yesterday was a long day. I worked 9 hours covering that extra stuff we've been doing. And then went in last night and did 8 hours on the driving the patrol truck. So that was pretty good stuff. They got us a nice truck in there while our truck is in the shop. And hopefully our truck comes back as a nice truck, because it went to the shop is needing a lot of work. They just been patching and patching and patching, and you can't just keep doing that. So anyway, tonight we're going to do a nice, what I would call just a nice simple shave. There ain't nothing complicated about it at all. Let's adjust that just a little bit. Ain't nothing complicated about it. And we're just going to do a nice simple shave. I got a Super Speed with a black tip there. We're going to do that. ARKO, don't get much simpler than ARKO. And then we got some boosted Oriental Spice, because that's pretty much the first aftershave I grabbed off the shelf. So some of you may know, oh wait, let's get this going for us. So I got this Gillette super thin blade, and the package on it says 2016. So they're not that old, but they're not, they're not brand new. And it's a registered trademark of the Gillette company, but everything else on here is in Arabic. So I'm assuming Turkey, maybe. Someone, help me out. It's all in, and it's all going to be backwards on the video, I know. But anyway, it's all in Arabic, and it doesn't. Sometimes it'll even have in English made in an English, but this one doesn't. It just says all in Arabic on everything. But Gillette super thin blades from 2016. So that's not a new improved stainless, it says. Gillette new improved stainless. Now, some people know a lot about Gillette blades, and they'll tell you a million things about them, and I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those people. I'm not. I'm really not. So I ended up out today running around, and so they got an advertisement in here for the Gillette Vector, which is a double-edged cartridge thingy. That's interesting. So in there, I'm not making it up. Gillette Vector Plus. I've never heard of the Vector. That's probably something from that country. Anyway, so I was out running around today doing my eye exam, and I need to do a few other things. And you would not believe the way people were driving around here today. I'm going to get back on a traffic rant, but I tell you, it's absolutely ridiculous. People won't let you over. I had to go up and do a little turn and fight through a bunch of traffic and all, because I needed to move over a lane, and folks absolutely will not let you over, and I just absolutely will not bully my way in. Plus I'm driving an 88 Corolla, so I'm not going to try to bully my way into traffic. 88 Corolla hatchback, to be more exact. And just watching these people, they go up and they come out and they want to make a left turn across 6 lanes of traffic, and they expect everybody to wait on them. Go up to a light. I mean, they literally could take an extra 5 minutes, go around. They can come out to a side street from where they are, because I've done it, and you come up to a light and you turn at the light, and you don't have to fight your way across traffic and try to make everybody else have a miserable day. And I don't know. These people, it wasn't one certain group of people. It wasn't one certain age of people, and it wasn't one certain man or women. It was a mix. It was everything today. And I went crisscross, just about all the way crisscross across Baton Rouge, Louisiana today, before it was over with. And it was just absolutely crazy. Luckily, most of the students are gone, so it's not too bad right here around the apartment. Man, I'm telling you, it was horrendous. Sitting there and driving up to an intersection, and you look ahead of you, and it's 3 lanes and a turn lane and then 3 lanes, and you got someone that's cutting across all 3 lanes to try to get over in the turn lane to go up. and you got someone that comes up from behind you and riding the turn lane. Now, my understanding of the law, as I read it, was the turn lane, you're only supposed to be in it for 200 feet maximum. The turn lane is to get in and turn. It's not to drive and run up past stop traffic to get to the turn light you want to turn at. These people don't get that. They'll sit there and ride a turn lane like it's another traffic lane. Universal left-hand turn. Universal left-hand turn lane, people. Jeez. Not that hard to understand. The funny part was the one that did that, they came up from behind and drove way up. The funny thing was when we went past her that she was still sitting at the light waiting to turn anyway after all that. So I look ahead and you got the one that's cutting across going this way, and then you got the one that's coming over and it's pulling a trailer and trying to cut into traffic and go across. I don't know exactly where he came from. I'm assuming there was a gas station across the road, so I'm pretty sure he came out of the gas station and decided he had to go into traffic going the other direction, so he had to come all the way across traffic, pulling a trailer, lawnmower trailer or whatever, to get to where he was trying to go. It's ignorant, absolutely ignorant. And even had an 18-wheeler pull one of those today. He come up and decided he was in the wrong place. Well, he was already past it. It was the solid white lines. I'm sorry, once you make it there, you go down, find you somewhere to turn around, Bubba. You don't just cut back across and keep going and block everybody up, make everybody slam on. Well, he did. Anyway, tell you what, these people these days, it's enough to give you gray hair if I didn't already have it. Well, back to the Super Speed. Now, there's nothing wrong with a Super Speed. I'm a single-edge guy, injector guy. Everybody knows, old fuzzy. But there is nothing wrong at all with a Super Speed. Matter of fact, if I'd have felt like digging a little bit more, I'd have dug out my granddad. I've got my granddad's 1957 Super Speed. Some of y'all might remember. Now, I have heard people say, and I originally thought myself, that the black tip was like the blue tip in that it was a razor for light beards. You know, you had the blue tip that was for light beards, and you had the regular one that was for regular beards, and the red tip was for the heavy beards. Well, the black tip is not that. The black tip is black because that's what they were using to make the tips at the time. It doesn't denote that it's a mild razor for, lighter beards. Well, anyway, I had thought that myself too, and I got corrected on it. Again, I'm not the double-edged guru. But they shave just fine. Razor to razor, blade to blade, remember? Hold the blade steady so that you can keep consistent angle and pressure in a shave. And I just love people who come up and, well, if I got this blade in this razor, I can shave with it and I can get this good shave. But if I put another blade in there, or if I can't get a good shave, and it's like, that's because you don't know what you're doing. Sorry, folks. That's pretty much how it is. If you have a sharp blade, now nothing's gonna make a dull blade shave, but if you got a sharp blade and you can hold consistent pressure and angle, it'll shave. Now, I like razors that have more blade feel, but get just as good a shave with a razor that doesn't. Technique. Well, all blades, they're ground different, and they got this and they got that, and it don't matter. There ain't enough difference in razor blades. It's not like there's a difference between a road tire and a mud tire. That's a difference. It ain't like that. There ain't enough difference when you get down to the edge of a razor blade. If it's sharp, there ain't enough difference to make a hoo-ha. Some blades last longer than others. Okay, I'll go for that. Some blades are sharper than others. I'll go for that. Everybody throws the feather out there. I think the feather is a horrible blade. I think it's over sharp. I think it's harsh, especially on the first shave. And I know know someone think he's a great guy. I get one shave from a feather. That's the only thing that'll shave my beard. I get one and I throw it away. I have to have a brand new feather every time to shave my beard. Nope. But that's what he says, and I've never argued with him. I like the guy. But don't believe it. I'm not part of that crew, not going to be part of that crew. All righty. Well, that was a couple of days of growth. I don't guess I showed that off before I started. But I had shaved early yesterday morning. But I had to be at work at 4 a.m. And then before I went on the afternoon shift, I didn't take time to shave. So it's over a day and a half worth of growth there. And as you can see, it just really knocked it off. Nothing to it, just shave it off. It's just shaving. But, you know, they had several different Super Speeds, really good. Lady Gillette, it's a long-handled Super Speed. You had some of the adjustables that had a similar head. They're all good. They all shave good. Adjustable is just a marketing gimmick. You know, the only acceptable position for an adjustable is wide open anyway. I mean, turn it up, leave it up, turn it loose. Let's go. But, you know, I've got some adjustables I shave with and like. A razor. I know the packaging said you start with it on high and then you crank it down, and it's like, that's marketing. That's ridiculous. Look at how good a shave that is. That's an absolutely ridiculous statement that you crank on a knob while you're shaving. Set it and leave it. If you like aggressive razors, set it to the more blade feel. If you like milder feeling razors, set it down and go. There's no such thing as a razor that's too aggressive if you've got good technique. Sorry, how it is. These I can't shave with that razor. I've got too sensitive skin, folks. Yeah, y'all need to practice more. Sorry, not really. All right, little witch hazel cleanup pass here. We're about going to be ready to start getting on ready for work. Got some good, really dark roast community coffee that they had on sale. And it's a nice dark roast, trust me. Good old black, we drink coffee around here. I got my sink fixed where it's draining good. In case you didn't know, because I didn't know, on a lot of sinks, when they start draining slow, you don't have to take the drain apart. Right down there in the bottom, the part that goes up and down, the stopper in the bottom of the sink, you can give it a quarter turn twist and it'll pull out. And you can clean all that hair and stuff. You put it back in, twist it the other way, and it's back functional. And I did that, and I know, if you notice, I didn't have to add any water to the basin this time. And when I pushed the button, to drain it, it runs out quicker than it runs in now. So that was a good thing. I was talking to the lady in the office. I do the courtesy patrol here at the apartments, and I was putting out some notices for her, and the maintenance guy was in there, and I mentioned that he was working on one, and I mentioned I had that same problem. He said, well, here's what you do. And sure enough, sorted it right out. So, you know, it's amazing sometimes where you can pick up information that is helpful. A lot of times, if you just listen, you can get some of that good old helpful information. Boy, it feels nice. Booster's Oriental Spice. I've had that stuff a long, long, long time, over 10 years. And I've got the Oriental Spice, and I've got the, Arctic Blue or something. And they're both really nice. They're not real heavy scents, but they're really pleasant. They feel great on the skin. I like it. They used to have an oak moss, and I don't think they make anymore, and I never got a hold of a bottle of that. I would love to try some oak moss boosters. I would use the oak moss, now I'm not going to be able to remember the brand. But anyway, I have some shave cream that is oak moss, and I would use that along with that. But I don't have it, so I guess I won't. All right, folks. Well, that's what's going on around here. I'm going to go out and make another night. And supposedly I'm off the weekend. We'll see what happens with that. It's coming up on Christmas. If you don't see me again, I don't see you again. I hope everybody's having great holidays, happy holidays. Around my world, we say Merry Christmas. If that offends you, push the off button. All right, y'all have a good one. Have a great one. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Happy shaves to you.